In case you didn't know, January is National Mentoring Month. American Corporate Partners is a national nonprofit organization helping veterans and their spouses transition from the armed services to the civilian workforce with one-on-one mentoring from professionals. They have a number of mentors throughout Idaho, including our very own Larry Gebert, and more than 20,000 veterans have completed the program, including a local veteran in Boise. Mario Pyle has been serving in the Idaho Air National Guard for 13 years and 6 years in the Air Force, mainly as a cook, and he completed this mentoring program in November of 2019 and then found a job as Assistant Director of Development at Boise State University, then moved to Project Director for the Veterans Upward Bound at Boise State University. Mario, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me. It's just good to be here.
So for folks who might not be familiar with ACP, walk us through what the mentoring program is all about.
So the basis is trying to give veterans such as myself, someone who's already worked in whatever certain fields, the confidence and to build relationship with other mentors, with people who have done it, who want to serve, who want to help, whether they've been themselves a veteran or not. My mentor, Deidre, she wasn't a veteran, but she just has a heart for veterans and has been a mentor to a few others. And you just go through about a year or so progress of just working on your goals, figuring out what their strengths are and how to take what you did in the military or are doing in the military and to make sense on a resume and when you go into interviews. So it's kind of just give you those life skills that everybody kind of needs.
And how did you get involved?
So I kind of was at a point in my career where I kind of was stuck and I looked for mentoring programs and I've heard of ACP. And so I just reached out again to them and they were right on it, friendly, and they just reached back out to me and got me connected to Deidre pretty quickly.
You described your experience earlier, what it was like. I mean, overall, though, how was it for you?
I believe I believe in mentoring in general, and I think that it's something that sometimes gets overlooked and sometimes people get scared. For me, getting connected was just allowing myself to be taught, and it's been real refreshing to just be able to share some of my fears and have those fears be understood and then put into context. So it was a great process as far as I didn't have to be anything other than who I am. And that meant a lot of different mixtures of trying to transfer from nonprofit to higher education and just having a mentor who could help me with that transition.
You know, Mario, we just saw some photos of you at BSU. Can you talk a little bit about just how much this program has impacted your life?
So much. I wouldn't be in higher education if it wasn't for my mentor. She gave me so much encouragement and constantly reminding me of what skills I had. And even when I thought I couldn't transfer something over, she would just express like ways it would look, how it could look in the business world or in higher education. Like I said, I wouldn't be at Boise State if it wasn't for my mentor. I know she would say the opposite, but that just shows her level of humility in helping me get to where I'm at. And then just even being here at Boise State, eventually going from raising funds to working with veterans, I wanted to be a part of the veteran world in helping others pursue their dreams.
Well, she sounds like a wonderful person. What do you want folks to know who might be watching this later on or watching it right now and they're interested in this program?
First and foremost, and I know it's still taboo even to this day, asking for help. It's really hard out of the military world to ask for help, but take that courageous step and ask. ACP has a plethora of mentors across the country. My mentor is in North Carolina, and so we built up our relationship through Zoom and phone calls. And I think any veteran who feels like they're at a crossroads and is really unsure what direction they want to go, I think there's no better time than now to reach out to ACP and get connected with the mentor and and start asking the questions and figuring out what it is what skills you gained and how to put those skills to use in the civilian world.
All right. Well, Mario, thank you so much for joining us. It was wonderful to hear your journey throughout this program. And if you are a veteran interested in the ACP program or a professional wanting to give back to our nation's veterans through mentorship, just check out the ACP's website to sign up. We'll be right back.